Action. Senator Josh Hawley. Senator, thank you for being with us. You know, I'm looking at this monstrosity. I went through a lot of these provisions, 1,550 pages. Nobody had time to read it. It's all because they don't want to do their job and pass budgets by October 1st, which is the deadline. And it's no surprise we find ourselves in this position. And if I'm Donald Trump, I don't want that debt ceiling during my term. This is Joe Biden's debt ceiling race. It shouldn't be Donald Trump's. If Hakeem Jeffries doesn't want to come to a consensus, then shut it down. You know what? I think it's a misnomer that a government shutdown is the worst thing in the world. We survived a 30-plus day shutdown in 2019.
You know, Sean, this continuing resolution, whatever, it's a total joke. You're right. It is 1,500 pages of pork barrel spending. And worse than that, it's all the woke garbage. It's the censorship boards. They're getting funded in this. There's hundreds of millions of dollars for a recycling access center in this bill. I mean, it is a total offense. And you pointed out, there's also the pay raise for members of Congress. There's the Obamacare carve out for members of Congress. Here's the thing that really gets me. Republicans negotiated this. The Speaker of the House negotiated this bill. It is a total travesty. This has got to change, Sean. I mean, we cannot go on like this. And I hope that Republican leadership gets the message here, the message of this election, which is that people want change. They don't want this garbage. I'm a hard no on this thing. It is a joke. It is a travesty. And they need to go back to square one.
Well, it's the old swampy way of doing things. There's going to be a new sheriff in town. And when Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy want to cut $2 trillion in spending, I think they're serious about it. And I think Donald Trump is serious about that as well. There's going to be a lot of cuts, and the old way of doing things has to go away if you want to return and be transformational to constitutional order, limited government, greater freedom. Do we achieve that, or is this evidence that that's not going to be achievable, especially with the tight margins we have both in the House and Senate?
Well, you can't do it by doing business this way. I mean, this is the same old, same old. You talk about needing to cut all of that spending. Sean, this bill right here would add hundreds of billions of dollars to the deficit. And the worst part is it's all for dim priorities. Why would you saddle Donald Trump with this terrible spending bill before he even gets into office? And Sean, the worst part is it dumps it right back in his lap in March. In March, under this bill, they'd shut the government down again, have to do this all over again, have to raise the debt ceiling again later the same year. It's ridiculous. It's a horrible plan. I can't believe that Republican leadership ever cooked it up. Clearly, they didn't talk to Trump about it. And I tell you what, we need to have a serious look at who's leading this Congress, because if this is the best they can do, I mean, it's total incompetence. This is a disaster.
The best worst case scenario, considering they didn't do their job, would be a clean CR. Democrats say they won't support that. So we're at a standoff, right? I don't see any way out of that.
I think that's right. I mean, unless, listen, the government's going to shut down on Friday. And by the way, that was also the choice of Republican leadership. They could very well have done this and extended it longer, which is what Donald Trump wanted. They said, oh, no, we'll come back and do it in December. Why did they want to do it in December, Sean? So that they could force us up against the wall and try to get through all of their special projects and their pet projects and spending. And now they've been caught red-handed. And now they don't have a plan. Well, that's their fault. Mike Johnson and his crew need to figure this out. They need to do the right thing. And I tell you, this is not right. What they're trying to do is a disaster. They own this, then they need to fix it.
Well, it's already dead on arrival. Senator Hawley, thank you. We appreciate it. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.